Hi everyone, my name is Robert Asante. Today I present the history of blacks and Latinos in American higher education. Scholars have predicted that history repeats itself. I hope they are wrong. Some history lessons are so painful they should never be allowed to repeat themselves. Blacks and Latinos have fought for their right to access quality education for many years. Like major transformations our country has witnessed, the right to access quality education traveled a long and a dangerous road for blacks and Latinos. With recent actions from the current administration, one does not know if minorities would have to travel back on the rough road. In 1954, the Supreme Court ruled that Brown versus School Board was unconstitutional, and that was the turning point for blacks and minorities. Outlawing school segregation opened the door for school integration. Even after the law was passed, it took 16 years for integration to be implemented. Here are some important milestones. In 1940, debate on affirmative action started. In 1954, Brown versus School Board of Education. In 1964, Civil Rights Act was passed. In 1965, Voting Rights Act was passed. With this law, blacks now participate in the local, state, and the federal education policy process. Latinos have had their share of the struggle as well. There were a lot of events that took place that paved the way for Latinos to participate in higher education. Refighting the wars that blacks and Latinos won half a century ago. It is, as you can see, the faces of people who suffered and struggled, and now they're refighting the same wars that they won years ago. Just the past September, the president rescinded Deferred Action for Childhood Arrival, popularly known as DACA. Selective admission process is still an obstacle that imparts minorities' access to higher education. The good news, however, is that the declining admission applications and pressure from activists for higher ed to pursue aggressive diversity and inclusive policies seem to have gained roots. Our campuses are beginning to look like the communities around us. Minority participation in higher education has increased in recent years. I am sure history has a way of repeating itself. We have the tools now to push back. Let's do it, else posterity will never forgive us. I want to thank you for your time and thank you for listening to this short documentary.